Hello and a very warm welcome. In today's video we're going to look back on 2024. On track, off track, absolutely madness. And yeah, Max ended up winning the title. So much news off track. Yeah, let's jump into it. So, right at the start, we had, now it's not on this list, but Christian Horner messaging a colleague under investigation. That was a real talking point at the start of the season, and then it kind of got brushed under the carpet. Yeah, I have my own opinions on that, but yeah, we probably should not go into that. Lewis Hamilton, sensational switch to Ferrari confirmed. He leaves Mercedes. Is it going to be another genius decision to leave? And yeah, it's always been a dream. He will drive for Ferrari in 25. Following on from that huge news, Gunter Steiner left Haas. Yeah, and that's been, yeah, he keeps talking about that now, Gunter Steiner. He's almost become famous for doing like a sit-down chat. We need characters like Gunter on the grid. Yeah. Then Max gets a lightning start, and we thought it was going to be a repeat of 2023, but then the Red Bull lost real performance after Spain. Ollie Bearman, super sub, came in for Carlos Sainz, who had to have surgery on his appendix. The 18-year-old subbed in at Saudi Arabia. Yeah, qualified 11th, finished 7th to claim 6 points in his first ever Formula 1 race. That was a real good performance by Ollie Bearman. Then we had the big one, and this goes back to Horner. Adrian Newey leaves Red Bull. Horner single-handedly destroyed the team. Wheatley, Newey, it's crazy. After almost 20 years of service with Red Bull, yeah, numerous championships, the design guru moves. Yeah, he just left at this point. It wasn't even announced where he was going. There was massive rumours about Ferrari, McLaren, Aston. So yeah, Lando Norris picked up his first win at Miami. Yeah, got kind of lucky with was it a virtual safety car or full safety car? Yeah, I believe it was when Max hit that bollard. Yeah, got a fucking pop-up again. I've recorded this about 10 times now. Fuck off. Leclerc finally won at Monaco, ending his curse and bad luck and frustration. Sergio Perez 2024 downturn begins, and he never recovered. Started the season quite promisingly, but then literally out in Q1. Poor, not enough points. Finished 285 off his teammate. Alpine season hits a new low, and Ocon exits. Yeah, big crash at Monaco between the two teammates. Yeah, I remember that. Just before we got to the tunnel, it was a kamikaze move. Yeah, and there was rumours Ocon could be dropped for the next race. Max and Norris have their first real boiling point moment. Came at the Austrian Grand Prix. I remember that very well. Norris stuck behind Max, literally 10, 15 times tried to get past him. Instead of being bold, brave and aggressive, kept going to the outside. Max would just steer him wide, you know. And then they finally touched. Yeah, both ended up off the podium. This was an emotional one, and I did call it my best moment of the season. Hamilton ends 945-day drought and wins the Silverstone Grand Prix. The pain of Abu Dhabi. Just no performance, nothing. No, not even close to a win. And he wins 9th Silverstone Grand Prix. I mean, honestly, he couldn't write it. That he ended that pain at his home race. Yeah, and what a moment to celebrate with his dad. Piastri got his first win. Yes, we remember that one. Very controversial. Team orders at Hungary, where they pitted Lando first, and then Lando didn't want to let him past, even though he was only in that position, because they boxed him first. That was a mess. Hamilton then got his second win. Absolute masterclass by George Russell, but later got disqualified, so Hamilton benefited from the win. Yeah, I mean, it was an unbelievable performance by George, tyre whisperer. Carlos Sainz signs for Williams. I mean, yeah. It's painful, this one. Carlos Sainz signing for Williams. He's too good for Williams. And yeah, obviously he's going to take a drive if he's got the opportunity. I believe Red Bull should have gone for Sainz. That seems the right move, and he used to be in the program, but another new team principal at Alpine. It's like the Prime Minister in the UK. Change it every week. But to be fair, and to his credit, Oliver Oakes has done a great job. Really good job. Yeah. Bruno Famin moved away. Oliver Oakes. And to be fair, Alpine did get that double podium. They finished 6th. Franco Colapinto replaces Logan Sargent. Now, Williams really to blame for that because they retained shit and they wonder why they sack him mid-season. Logan, no confidence. His team boss, team principal, James Vowles, threw him under the bus. Oh, I'm talking to the tea lady. We really want Carlos Sainz, but we believe in Logan. Yeah, mistreated one of their own. Antonelli confirmed as Hamilton's replacement. Then he got that practice 1 session at Monza and crashed the car. Leclerc wins at Monza. That was probably my most angriest race reaction. I was so hurt for a good 3 hours after that, as McLaren tossed the win away to Charles Leclerc. Then Adrian Newey signs for Aston Martin. Huge news. Massive pull by Lawrence Stroll to land Adrian Newey. A Baku thriller sees Oscar Piastri come out on top. Masterclass. Farewell Daniel Ricciardo as he lost his seat. Yeah, and Lawson came in. Ricciardo, hopefully that's the last we see of him. Max v Norris ramps up again. Yeah, we saw a couple of clashes, Mexico being one of them. A Brazilian epic where Max 17th to 1st. A lot of dodgy calls, leaving Hulkenberg side of the track for 2 whole laps. Safety's paramount here at the FIA. Lance Stroll in the wall. They take like 45 seconds to post a red flag. Driver market falls into place. A lot of announcements happened. Hulkenberg, you know, Bortoleto, Guan Yu Zhou, Bottas leave, you know, Ollie Behrman, Bortoleto, Antonelli, Jack Doohan. Max claims his 4th title, deservedly so at Las Vegas, cements his legacy. General Motors and Cadillac F1 project. Ocon exits Alpine early. Jack Doohan raced at Abu Dhabi. McLaren's first constructor since '98. Amazing. Emotional. And yeah, we had Lando to thank for that. Wow. A lot of pain, but we came through the other side. Perez leaves Red Bull. Lawson signs. Steps up, signs for Red Bull. So yeah, that's crazy. After 11 races, Lawson promoted. Perez had to leave nowhere. And Bottas returns home to Mercedes as a reserve driver. And yeah, there's probably some that I've missed, but that is a lot in one season. It was a good season on track. There was a lot of off-track talk, but it was a good season on track. We had 3 teams in the mix nearly every week. Different winners. This is what we want to see. Youngsters shining. Ollie Behrman stepping up when big pressure on him. Collie Dog Colapinto stepping up. Big pressure on him. We saw some drivers really poor. Alex Albon, really poor. Lewis Hamilton, really poor. And I've got people saying he won two races. We celebrating an absolute GOAT winning 2 races. Where's the standards these days? I mean, nowhere. He was nowhere this season. Yeah. So, summary of 2024. Comment down below your thoughts. 2024. What's it been like for you? Good year, bad year? I suppose in F1 terms, it's been a fantastic year because we saw great racing, good overtakes, plenty of action, and McLaren won the Constructors. So if you'd have offered me the Constructors at the start of the season, I would have bit your hand off. Adios. I want to see George Russell in a title fight. That is my wish for F1.